Thanks for joining us this evening on TKO 8 Local News. Well, a resolution supporting the controversial C&H hog farm in Newton County is on the Baxter County Quorum Court's brief agenda for tonight. The non-binding resolution is sponsored by District 11 Justice of the Peace Ty Chapman of the North Fork community. The proposed resolution notes that similar documents was passed by the Newton County Quorum Court back in February. The resolution describes the C&H operation as a family-run farm demonstrating an exemplary record of compliance with regulations and environmental stewardship. Supporting the resolution indicates C&H should be allowed to supplement the permit record through the appropriate appeals process. A similar effort in Marion County to pass a resolution supporting C&H was tabled by the Quorum Court in March by a vote of 6-3 to allow time for a public meeting on that topic. 35-year-old Jimmy Llewellyn of Melbourne, Arkansas, has been charged with felony battery and numerous misdemeanor offenses following an altercation resulting in him kicking out the glass of a patrol car. Police say the incident began on the morning of April the 23rd when Izard County deputies responded to a report of a reckless driver passing through numerous yards, spinning donuts and making ruts in yards as well. The caller advised a female had also been chased by the driver with his truck. As Sergeant Steve Davison attempted to take Llewellyn into custody, he was distracted by a female who ran into the yard and began screaming obscenities. Davison looked away from Llewellyn to watch the irate female, allowing the Melbourne man to jerk free and the grip of a second officer and also striking the sergeant in the face. Finally, handcuffed, Llewellyn became aggressive, yelling for officers to kick him in the head, tase him, and to then kill him. Officers placed Llewellyn in a patrol car, at which time he broke the rear driver's side window out. Llewellyn's driver's license has been expired since 2009, and he had a parole violation warrant for his arrest. 60-year-old Lee L. Gibson of Flippin has been charged with felony offenses of distributing, possessing, viewing of matter depicting sexually explicit conduct involving a child and has his ankle monitor restriction removed. Gibson was booked into the Marion County Detention Center in early February and was ordered to wear an ankle monitor as a part of the conditions for his bond. 14th Judicial District Prosecuting Attorney David Etheridge says Gibson is not considered the flight risk that he was believed to be at the time of his arrest, noting he has surrendered his passport to authorities. All conditions of Gibson's bond remain in place. Known details on Gibson's case are limited. In an unusual move, Circuit Judge Gordon Webb sealed the probable cause affidavit and case information at Etheridge's request the day before Gibson was taken into custody. The application period for public land permits for elk in the Buffalo River area of northwest Arkansas began today. Arkansas Game and Fish officials say applications will be accepted through Friday, June 1. The total number of permits available will be set during the Commission's meeting on May the 17th. 26 permits will be proposed for the online draw, and an additional 3 permits will be reserved for the on-site draw at the Buffalo River Elk Festival on June the 23rd. Applicants must have a valid resident sportsman hunting license or be a holder of a lifetime sportsman's permit. The Arkansas Division of Public School Academic Facilities and Transportation Commission has approved over $42 million in state aid to assist in funding 29 school building improvement projects across the state, including 2 in Boone County. The Valley Springs and the Harrison school districts were both awarded funding for warm, safe, and dry system replacements. Valley Springs was awarded over $250,000 to go toward a roof replacement for its elementary school building. Harrison was approved for nearly $162,000 for improvements to the junior high school. The funding will go to multiple roof replacements on the campuses. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We'll take a look at some headline news from around the region as TKO 8 News continues.
Plants, plants, and more plants. That's what you'll find at Camp's Plants in Harrison. Perennials, annuals, ferns, hanging baskets, shrubs, roses, decorative trees, and the largest selection of garden vegetables in the area. With different varieties arriving weekly, you're sure to find the perfect plant, shrub, or tree at the best price in the area. Camp's Plants in business for over 33 years in Harrison.
Join Sammy Klein Thursdays and Fridays during the TKO 8 local newscast for this week's closing livestock market report, made possible by Quality Feed Grains of Harrison and Bellefonte. Quality Feed Grains has you covered. Everything for cattle, pets, deer, equine, poultry, seed and spray, show feed, and garden. Check their website, qualityfeedgrains.com, now for this month's special. Quality Feed Grains of Harrison and Bellefonte, proud sponsors of the Livestock Report with Sammy Klein on Harrison's broadcast station, TKO Channel 8.
Summer is just around the corner, and the staff at Harness Boots and Shoes are ready with all the latest styles of tennis shoes, sandals, dress shoes, casual shoes, boots, and hiking shoes. You'll find the most popular brands such as Merrell, Birkenstock, Chaco, New Balance, and Twisted X for men, women, and children. And if you don't find the style or color you want in stock, they'll be happy to order them for you. Don't forget, $10 down will hold anything in the store on layaway. Harness Boots and Shoes on the west side of the square in beautiful downtown Harrison.
Investors say for 5 years, a law firm's office manager stole thousands of dollars from the company and its clients. Bethany Brooke Barnes of Jonesboro, Arkansas, appeared Monday before Craighead County's District Judge David Bolin, who found probable cause to charge her with second-degree forgery and theft of $25,000 or more. Prosecutors say starting in January of 2013, she began keeping cash payments for clients renting houses. The probable cause affidavit stated documents obtained during the investigation showed that she forged bank statements to cover up the missing money. And a woman in Northeast Arkansas alleges she was harassed after filing a request for information under the Freedom of Information Act. Central City's City Councilwoman Tanya Fagan filed a request with the city's water department in February. Fagan says she wanted a copy of all checks made last year to Central City Mayor Chuck Wallace and his sons Terry and Dwayne Wallace. The mayor is also the city's water superintendent. Fagan says the reported harassment to multiple departments after Central City's police chief Dale Tigg visited her at her residence. She alleges that Teague came to her home to get a copy of the documents that she was given as a result of her information request. Teague declined comment, saying the incident is now under investigation. Well, the Arkansas Supreme Court has halted a fourth judge's ruling exempting some farmers from the ban of a herbicide that took effect last week. Justices on Monday stayed a Clay County judge's order prohibiting the state plant board from enforcing its dicamba ban against a group of farmers in that county. The state plant board's dicamba ban took effect last week and will run through October the 31st. Justices have previously stayed similar rulings by judges in Pulaski, Mississippi, and Phillips counties. Arkansas officials are asking the state's highest court to allow them to enforce a voter ID law in the May 22nd primary, despite a judge blocking the measure and calling it unconstitutional. Secretary of State Mark Martin asked the Arkansas Supreme Court on Monday to put on hold a Pulaski County judge's ruling preventing the state from enforcing the 2017 law requiring voters to show photo identification before casting a ballot. Martin asked the High Court for a ruling by noon Friday, noting that early voting for the primary begins May the 7th. Pulaski County Circuit Judge Alice Gray last week sided with a voter who said the new law circumvents a 2014 Arkansas Supreme Court ruling that struck down the previous voter ID measure. Authorities say an Arkansas man who was being investigated after he allegedly tracked Bigfoot for the U.S. government has been arrested on a child porn charge. 46-year-old Keith Barnes was arrested last week after authorities say they found evidence of a charge of possessing or viewing matter depicting sexually explicit conduct involving a child. The investigation began after people reported seeing Barnes wearing a uniform with a badge and stating he was a cryptonologist with the Department of the Interior. The department says that Barnes doesn't work there and that the job title doesn't even exist. Before we take a look at the summer-like weather forecast we've got for the rest of the work week, here's the way the stock market ended today. Well, hopefully warm weather is here to stay finally. Beautiful day in the Ozarks today. Hope you had a chance to get out there and soak up some of that sun. It was 78 degrees under mostly sunny skies this afternoon, and looks like we're going to have a beautiful week and a gorgeous weekend coming up. Do have a little rain expected on Thursday, but we'll take it. We need the moisture right now, and a good old steady inch or two of rain would certainly put us in good position as we move into the early summer season. Here's the way it looks as we move through the work week. Tomorrow's going to be another beautiful day as well. Wednesday looks like temperatures under partly cloudy skies up around 82 degrees. We do have a front that will come through very quickly on Thursday. Thunderstorms expected on again, off again throughout the day. Rain about 80%, but a mild 78 degrees in the afternoon. On Friday, partly cloudy skies with 76 degrees, and heading into the weekend Saturday, mostly sunny skies, 79. Look what happens on Sunday. Sunny skies and 82 degrees. My, oh my. Finally, sunshine in the Ozarks. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We'll take a look at sports from around the region as TKO 8 News continues.
We'd like to tell you our reason for raising the minimum legal sale age of tobacco products from 18 to 21.
We will not be Big Tobacco's replacements for those who die each and every day from tobacco-related illnesses.
18 and 19-year-old tobacco users are a major supplier of tobacco products for younger youth.
Raising the legal age to purchase tobacco or nicotine products to 21 eliminates access to those suppliers, giving us a brighter future, a tobacco-free future.
We are loud and proud, and we will define our own future. For more information, visit sosprojectprevent.com.
This message is brought to you by your master tobacco settlement dollars at work.
Crystal clear mountain streams, river rapids, and rolling hills with endless valleys. The beauty of the Ozarks we often take for granted. At Magnus Toyota, we never underestimate the value of our customers. As a third-generation family-owned business, Magnus Toyota has been operating here in the Ozarks for over 50 years. When we make a new deal, we make a new friend. Stop in and visit us today and see why our customers say we're the best. Magnus Toyota, your hometown Toyota dealer on Highway 65 North in Harrison.
Stop in at White Oak Station on Capps Road in Harrison and fill up with Shell gasoline, the highest quality gasoline with more miles per gallon, saving you money. Sign up for the Fuel Rewards card and save 5 cents per gallon every time. Plus, get an extra 5 cents off on Razorback Wednesdays. That's a savings of 10 cents per gallon. Check out their expanded deli and hot and cold food items. Capps Road, White Oak Station, where customer service is their #1 goal.
Plants, plants, and more plants. That's what you'll find at Camps Plants in Harrison. Perennials, annuals, ferns, hanging baskets, shrubs, roses, decorative trees, and the largest selection of garden vegetables in the area. With different varieties arriving weekly, you're sure to find the perfect plant, shrub, or tree at the best price in the area. Camps Plants in business for over 33 years in Harrison.
Is it better to be strong or smart? Well, when you combine a class-leading 999cc engine with the industry's first and only intelligent four-wheel drive system, the answer is simple. It's better to be both. The Pioneer 1000 Limited Editions, the newest members of the growing Pioneer family from Honda.
Marked by a trio of multi-hit performances and another strong outing in the circle, the 16th ranked University of Arkansas softball team rallied to a 7-1 win Monday evening over the Ole Miss Lady Rebels to complete the program's first sweep in a series since back in 2001. Freshman Hannah McEwen drove in two of her team's runs on the way to breaking the program's single-season RBI record. With the home schedule in the books, the Razorbacks will close out the regular season with a weekend round trip to LSU. The series opener in Baton Rouge is scheduled for 6:30 p.m. start and will be featured as a part of the Bases Loaded coverage on the SEC network. The Arkansas State baseball team has tied a 1-1 record with South Alabama through 3 innings. That the Jags scored 7 runs in the 4th and through the 6th innings and withstood a very late rally to beat the Red Wolves of A-State 9-6 in the series finale at Stanky Field in Mobile. Arkansas State returns to action May 4th through the 6th with the home Sun Belt Conference Series against Texas State. First pitch on Friday night from Tomlinson Stadium is set for 6:30 p.m. Robert Morris, guard Deshaun Burke is transferring to Nebraska. He will have 2 seasons of eligibility after setting out the coming season. Burke picked the Cornhuskers over St. John's, Pittsburgh, and Marquette. He was a second-team All-Northeast Conference pick last year. He averaged better than 17 points a game and led the NEC team with 2 steals per game. Xander Bogner hit a grand slammer over the Green Monster, and the Boston Red Sox finished April with their most wins ever by beating the Kansas City Royals 10-6. Mitch Moreland hit a solo homer and had 3 hits along with Borges for the Red Sox, who posted their 19th victory in the month of April. The Royals slugger Mike Moustakas left the game after getting hit by a pitch in the first inning. The team says X-rays were negative and Moustakas has only a bruised right forearm. Nick Kingham of the Pittsburgh Pirates lost his bid for a perfect game in his major league debut when Paul DeJean of the St. Louis Cardinals singled with 2 outs in the 7th inning. The home crowd responded with an ovation before Kingman retired Marcell Ozuna. He finished with 9 strikeouts, no walks on 98 pitches, with 72 of those being strikes. The 26-year-old right-hander was recalled from the AAA Indianapolis team early on Sunday. That wraps up our broadcast here for this evening. Thanks for joining us. Join us Monday through Friday at 6:30 and again at 10 p.m. as we continue to bring you local news, weather, sports, and local announcements from around the area on Harrison's broadcast station, TKO Channel 8. Now stay tuned for more local events.